When the filmmakers were casting for this movie, they were searching for an actor who could embody a character seemingly plucked from another planet. Anton's mysterious background and eerie appearance add to his enigmatic aura, making him an unforgettable character that stands alone in its uniqueness. Let's roll up our sleeves and dive headfirst into the enigmatic world of Anton Chigurh. But before we delve into the deep end, let's start with his appearance, mannerisms, speech patterns, and that spine-tingling scene where he takes down the deputy. These elements serve as our compass to navigate the twisted labyrinth of his character throughout the movie. Brace yourselves, because things are about to get weird. Imagine our first glimpse of Anton. It's like seeing an odd puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit. His hair clashes with his face, and his clothes don't seem to belong to the same universe. That cold, vacant stare he usually carries around speaks volumes, and the rare flashes of cheerfulness are reserved for conversations on the darkest subjects.
You see me?
Anton's voice? Low, calm, and so gravelly it could send shivers down your spine. He never raises his voice in anger, maintaining an unnerving calmness even in the face of chaos. And those movements of his? They're a strange blend of rigidity and fluidity that defy explanation. And let's not forget his uncanny ability to stitch up his own wounds with the steadiness of a surgeon, a far cry from the average person's reaction to pain. But his origins? A mystery. His Hispanic accent hints at a particular background, but we're left with more questions than answers. Anton is an enigma, a character that seems out of place in this world, like an eerie stranger from another dimension. Let's shift our focus to that spine-chilling encounter with the deputy. Imagine the deputy, engrossed in conversation on the phone, oblivious to the danger that's silently sliding into place. Anton, a master of stealth, slips his legs out of the handcuffs, approaching the deputy in complete silence. Then, with ruthless brutality, he chokes the life out of him. The deputy struggles in vain against the handcuffs, while Anton's face displays a twisted cocktail of fury and twisted delight. What follows is a scene that etches itself into your memory, Anton casually washing his hands and strolling past the officer's lifeless body, collecting his belongings. The sheer contrast between his cold efficiency and the gruesome aftermath leaves us with no doubt, Anton is a force to be reckoned with. Though that intensity doesn't return in quite the same manner throughout the film, the themes of stealth, cruelty, and emotional detachment persist. It's this eerie consistency that turns Anton into a chilling presence in almost every scene he graces. Now, let's talk about Anton's motivations. What drives him? At first glance, it seems as though Anton is driven by a thrill, an adrenaline-pumping hunt that keeps him on the edge. But what about the money? Does he want it for himself, or is there something more at play? That's where things get intriguingly foggy. Picture this: Anton mercilessly eliminates his employer for hiring hitmen to chase after Moss. He berates an accountant for failing to recognize that choosing the right tool for a job is crucial. But does he actually care about the money, or is it the thrill of the chase that keeps him going? The murder of 2 men during the desert shootout could lead us to believe that money might be his ultimate goal. However, if we peek into the pages of the novel, things start to get clearer. In the book, Anton pays back his employer after recovering the briefcase. He tells his boss that things will change. With this insight, 2 possibilities emerge: either his boss ordered these killings, or Anton's principle-driven mind decided these men were the wrong tools for the job. Our journey into Anton's twisted psyche reveals a paradoxical character, driven by a warped form of reason. He's meticulous in his actions, selecting the perfect tools for each task. But then he toys with the gas station attendant, seemingly out of disgust or perhaps even pleasure. It's this complexity that makes Anton an engrossing enigma, a character that defies easy categorization. However, his chilling lack of empathy, remorse, or respect for human life makes him a true psychopath. He'd end a life without a second thought if it stood between him and his goal. He's a living embodiment of the dark corners of humanity, a monster lurking in the shadows. And while he might not be bloodthirsty per se, there's a distinct pleasure he derives from his grisly pursuits. So, what's the verdict on Anton Chigurh? He's a puzzle wrapped in an enigma, a monster with principles as twisted as they come. He hunts with a single-minded determination, leaving a trail of terror in his wake. His lack of compassion and remorse paints him as an epitome of evil, a character that can't be reasoned with.